evening, families, friends, staff, and most importantly, our 8th grade students. Welcome to our 8th grade honor ceremony. Tonight, we gather to celebrate a major milestone, one that marks the end of middle school and the beginning of an exciting new journey into high school. To our families, thank you for the encouragement, patience, and love you've poured into these young people. Your support makes all the difference. And to our teachers and staff, thank you for your dedication, your guidance, and your belief in every student sitting here tonight. We're proud of each of you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you will become. Now let's begin our celebration of this amazing 8th grade students. Our next speaker is the Student Council Officer, Kiara Collins.
Good evening and welcome to our 2025 8th grade Honors Night. I am Kiara Collins, President of the LMS Student Council. This year, Student Council held its 5th annual Winter Challenge with fun games and activities on our pep assembly. Student Council has the responsibility of managing the school's recycling program, which we all perform excellently each and every week, providing a reduction of waste paper that will go to landfills. We are proud to reduce waste and reuse resources to help the earth. This year, we elected our homecoming teacher, King and Queen, and raised over $300. We used this money to host our first Student Council-sponsored Dance of the Year. We raised money for Mrs. Asher and her fight against cancer. During Teacher Appreciation Week, we expressed how flat we'd be without our teachers by gifting them a bottle of pop and a new microwave for the Teacher's Lounge. We celebrated the holidays by selling candygrams and organizing Spirit Days for students. We also want to thank the administrators, teachers, counselors, staff, and parents for helping us finish 8th grade strong. Now, 8th graders, I know this has been a long year with some ups and downs, but we got through. Some of you may be sad to leave this school, and some of you may be glad to finally get out of here. For me, this year has been a roller coaster, making new friends, new relationships, going through many emotions, having no idea what I'm doing, and knowing what I'm doing. But it's been a good year, and I hope it has been for you too. I want to wish everyone a fun summer and to make the most of the rest of your 8th grade year. I also hope everyone has the best experience and gets everything that they hope for with a fresh start at high school. On my last note, I want to thank Miss Batchelor. She's been there for me throughout the whole year, and whenever I'm having a bad day, I can always count on her to make it better. She's one of the best teachers I've ever had, and I can always count on her for advice and to listen to my problems. I'm definitely going to miss her when I go to high school, and I hope she has fun with the 7th graders next year. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start by acknowledging the students individually and their achievements throughout this year. Amr Abdullah, Certificate of Completion. Arwa Abdullah, English, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Congratulations. Ashlyn Avery, Advanced English, Algebra, U.S. History, Student of the Month, and High Honor Roll. Johan Alberto, Art. Aisha Ahmed, Certificate of Completion. Ayman Ahmed, Certificate of Completion. Anhar El-Gabri, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, and Honor Roll. Hanan Al-Harbi, Certificate of Completion. Fatima Alansi, honor roll. Saneen Al-Gahari, science. Sahab Al-Hag, certificate of completion. Tasneem Al-Hadri, certificate of completion. Elham Al-Harbi, algebra, science, U.S. history, art, high honor roll. Haneen Al-Hajaji, English, pre-algebra, U.S. history, honor roll. Esma Al-Jabli, certificate of completion. Mohammed Al-Jabli, logic games. Diana Al-Maliki, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Mohammed Al-Sarimi, certificate of completion.
Maram Al-Talul, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Sergio Atun Ordaz, pre-algebra, science, student of the month, honor roll. Safa Atwain, advanced English, algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Sage Abel, advanced English, algebra, U.S. history, honor roll. Colton Austin, pre-algebra, science. Brady Babcock, logic games. Lean Baham, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Lucas Barrows, pre-algebra, PE fitness. Eleanor Bond, certificate of completion. Athena Bell, pre-algebra. Madeline Bell, art. Isaiah Bidwell, certificate of completion. Christian Briscoe, certificate of completion. Alexander Brito Salto, pre-algebra. Addison Buckland, advanced English, algebra, science, U.S. history, yearbook, high honor roll. Ellery Buckland, advanced English, science, U.S. history, PE fitness, honor roll. Carlos Caballero, certificate of completion. Camila Cherry Linares, certificate of completion. Gemma Chahowski, pre-algebra, U.S. history, honor roll. Matthew Cole, fitness.
Kiara Collins, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Yearbook, High Honor Roll. Diego Colmenares Rosales, Certificate of Completion. Paula Colon Padilla, Certificate of Completion. Aubrey Cook, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Student of the Month, High Honor Roll. Tiago Cook, English, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Asher Corwin, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Audrey Coyle, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Art, Yearbook, Honor Roll. Alexia Craig, Certificate of Completion. Zoe Dawes, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Art, High Honor Roll. Avery Depew, English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Yearbook, High Honor Roll. Liam Dahl, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Richard Dorcent, Certificate of Completion. Everett Duff, Advanced English, Science, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Colton Duke, Certificate of Completion. Mariana Duque Bermudez. English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Art, High Honor Roll. Austin Earl, Certificate of Completion. Alyssa Everett, Certificate of Completion. Madison Fifield, Certificate of Completion. Cale Fisher, Advanced English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Jack Ford, Pre-Algebra. Lynn Francois, Certificate of Completion. Randy Folk, English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Bentley Galinas, Certificate of Completion.
Connor Golomatis, Logic Games. Kaylee Granados Balderrama, Certificate of Completion. Rochelle Granger, English, Pre-Algebra. Peyton Gundrum, Certificate of Completion. Nasser Hajalan, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Auden Hamilton, Certificate of Completion. Jade Hankins, Certificate of Completion. Lexus Hannah, Certificate of Completion. Elise Hapner, Science. Mariah Hartwig, English, U.S. History. Redmond Hayes, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, PE, High Honor Roll. Callie Herendine, English, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Troy Herman, English, Pre-Algebra, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Bentley Hessler, Pre-Algebra, Science, Honor Roll. Alex Hicks, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Chevelle Huvener, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Brandon Hughes, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Matthew Hurley, Pre-Algebra, PE, Honor Roll. Chloe Houston, U.S. History. Ryan Hutchins, English, Pre-Algebra.
I know. Okay.
Kaylee Irwin, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, PE, Honor Roll. Tawakkul Jabri, Pre-Algebra.
Marley Jenkins Allen, Pre-Algebra. Rosalie Katz, Certificate of Completion. Emily King, Pre-Algebra, Science, Honor Roll. Carter Kling, Certificate of Completion. Noah Kopkowski, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Madeline Kazmarek, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Henry Coyle, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, PE, Student of the Month, High Honor Roll. Titan Kreidner, Certificate of Completion. Kaylin Lafty, Certificate of Completion. Rose Langer, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Wyatt Lanning, Logic Games. Sophia Lepper, Pre-Algebra, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Julian Lopez, Fitness. Keely Love, Pre-Algebra. Kalani Lucas, Certificate of Completion. Reagan Lyon Welch, Science. Paula Mancera Rodriguez, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Yearbook, High Honor Roll. Molly Mello, U.S. History, Honor Roll.
Austin Miller, Certificate of Completion. Grant Miller, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Fitness, High Honor Roll. Mackenzie Miller, Advanced English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Travis Miller, Algebra, Honor Roll. Trevor Miller, Pre-Algebra, Honor Roll. Salsabil Muhammad, English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Jamila Muhammad, English, Pre-Algebra, U.S. History, Game of Life, Honor Roll. Naf Mohsen, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, Fitness, Honor Roll. Mason Moore, English, Pre-Algebra, Logic Games, Honor Roll. Bryson Morse, Certificate of Completion. Riham Musa, Science. Mohammed Nasser, Science. Riham Nasser, Pre-Algebra. Lucas Newberry, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Fitness, High Honor Roll. Ayat Norman, Certificate of Completion. Cole Obenauer, Algebra, Science. Claire Paul, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll.
Rayleigh Paulowski, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Art, Honor Roll. Nelvin Pena, Pre-Algebra, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Xavier Plotner, Pre-Algebra. Avery Qualls, Advanced English, Algebra, Science, U.S. History, High Honor Roll. Ahmad Kurtet, Certificate of Completion. Corbin Reese, Pre-Algebra. Colton Rice, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Honor Roll. Naomi Rivera Tovar, Certificate of Completion. Ethan Rhodesiler, English, Pre-Algebra, Science, U.S. History, Student of the Month, High Honor Roll. Jonathan Rodriguez Hernandez, certificate of completion. Molly Sabatis, science, U.S. history, yearbook, high honor roll. Hadley Shablowski, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, yearbook, honor roll. Caden Searing, English, pre-algebra, honor roll. Jonas Sharian, certificate of completion. Riyad Sharif, English, algebra, science, U.S. history. Kara Sloan, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, art, high honor roll. Evan Slusarski, English, pre-algebra, fitness. Carson Smith, English, algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Porter Smith, certificate of completion. Carter Stallhood, English, science, honor roll.
Taylor Sturgeon, pre-algebra. Dejanila Timothy, certificate of completion. Dominic Tracy, certificate of completion. Julia Trojanowski, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Lee Trojanowski, pre-algebra. Bethany Utrecht, advanced English, science, U.S. history, yearbook, high honor roll. Hunter Wagoner, honor roll. Isabella Walter, certificate of completion. Adam Wazakowski, certificate of completion. Sabella Weekly, English, pre-algebra, art, student of the month. Michaela Weller, English, pre-algebra, science, U.S. history, yearbook, high honor roll. Serenity Whitaker, advanced English, algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Barbara Wilson, pre-algebra. Felicity Winwright, certificate of completion. Nolan Winwright, English, algebra, U.S. history, honor roll. Joseph Wright, advanced English, algebra, science, U.S. history, PE fitness, high honor roll. Ethan Wolleman, advanced English, algebra, science, U.S. history, high honor roll. Keith Zimmer, pre-algebra, fitness, student of the month, honor roll. Nanita Norbilis, certificate of completion. Jesse Merritt, logic games. All right, now we will have our 8th grade counselor, Ashley Seckler, who will announce the Student of the Month awards.
All right, thank you guys for coming this evening. Tonight I have the privilege of recognizing our Students of the Month for the year. These students were nominated by their teacher teams for excelling in character, academics, showing kindness, leadership, and hard work. Students, when you hear your name called, please come up and grab your certificates. We have Sabella Weekly. Are they out of order? Ashlyn Aubrey. Ethan Rodesiler. Henry Coyle. Aubrey Cook. Sergio Atun. Keith Zimmer. And Addison Buckland. Next up, we will have our High Honor Roll students presented by Mr. Kumar.
All right, 8th graders, you know the drill. When you hear your name, come on up to the podium here and we will get you your medal. Ashlyn Avery. Elham Al-Harbi. Diana Al-Maliki. Maram Al-Talul. Safa Atwain. Lean Baum. Addison Buckland. Kiara Collins.
Not yours.
Aubrey Cook. Zoe Dawes. Avery Depew.
Thank you so much.
Liam Dahl. Mariana Duque Bermudez. Nasser Hajlan. Redmond Hayes.
There he is. Wait, hang on one second. Nasser.
Chevelle Hoovner. Henry Coyle. Paula Mancera Rodriguez. Grant Miller. Mackenzie Miller. Joe Mohammed.
Congratulations.
Salsabil Mohammed. Lucas Newberry. Claire Paul.
Congratulations.
Avery Qualls. Ethan Rodesiler. Molly Sabatis. Kira Sloan. Carson Smith. Julia Trojanowski. Bethany Utrecht. Michaela Weller. Serenity Whitaker.
Congratulations.
Joseph Wright. And Ethan Willeman.
Congratulations. Good job. Congrats.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the students that received all A's all 3 years at LMS.
Addison Buckland.
Addison Buckland. Henry Coyle. Lucas Newberry.
Congratulations, bud.
And Bethany Utrecht. At this time, we'll have Ms. Sobek come up for web recognition.
Good evening, everyone. This year, LMS had year 3 of our mentoring program called WEB, which stands for Where Everybody Belongs. 8th graders were chosen to become WEB mentors based on the application that they submitted. The group of students that were selected came before school even started in August and went through a 2-day training program. They were trained to run the orientation program for the incoming 6th graders. The WEB mentors then worked with our 6th graders all year with individual help and character lessons and hosted some after-school activities such as our fall social and holiday extravaganza. This group of WEB leaders have been a great group to work with. Their leadership, ownership, and willingness to help have been outstanding. We have a gift for you, WEB leaders. It's a keychain of the world, and it has a card that says, "Sometimes the good we do cannot be measured. It may appear to go unnoticed or unappreciated, but we don't always see the direct impact we have on others. You made a profound difference, and your efforts are greatly appreciated. Please continue to contribute and share your gifts with the world. The world is a better place with you in it." At this time, we're going to call the red leaders to come to the front for recognition. Arwa Abdullah. Asma Al-Jabli. Sage Abel. Kiara Collins. Asher Corwin. Audrey Coyle. Avery Depew. Liam Dahl. Mariana Duque Bermudez. Alyssa Everett. Auden Hamilton. Jade Hankins. Callie Herendine. Chevelle Hubner. Kaylee Irwin. Rosalie Katz. Melanie Kenley. Emily King. Madeline Kazmarek. Keely Love. Kalani Lucas. Reagan Lyon Welch. Paula Mancera Rodriguez. Travis Miller. Ephraim Paul. Naomi Rivera Tovar. Molly Sabatis. Kira Sloan. Taylor Sturgeon. Dejanila Timothy. Sabella Weekly. Nolan Winwright. And Joe Wright. Web leaders, we truly appreciate you. Next is Mrs. Fleming, some additional recognitions.
We just want to quickly honor our students who participated in extracurricular activities this year. So if I say something that you participated in like the past 3 years, stand up, okay? So the first one is any sport that you participated in middle school. during the 3 years. If you participated in anything the musical, the play, honors band, or choir, solo ensemble, stand up. Our new club this year, a book club. There's some good readers. Science Olympiad. I know we have one. Joe? He made a great contribution there. Yearbook. And a new program that we started this year, Peer to Peer. Thanks all of you for the extracurriculars that you participated in, because that makes the middle school fun. Our next up is Mr. Qualls presenting the Axel Olsen Citizenship Award.
Good evening. The Axel S. Olsen Citizenship Award is given in honor and memory of Mr. Olsen, who served as the first principal of Legg Middle School from 1967 until his retirement in 1972. The award recipient is selected by a nominating and voting process involving teachers, administrators, staff, and 8th grade students. Therefore, the student selected for this award is being honored for his or her citizenship by the adults and their fellow classmates at Legg Middle School. The student selected for the Olsen Award will receive this engraved trophy, don't look at it, and his or her name will be added to the memorial plaque that is displayed in the main office lobby. Before I announce this year's winner, I would like to introduce Claudel Wishmeyer, our 2021 recipient of the Axel Olsen Citizenship Award, and recent, as last week, graduate of Kohler High School.
Hi everyone, my name is Claudel Wishmeyer, and it's such an honor to stand here today after winning this award in my 8th grade year and now graduating. Winning this award meant more to me than just a plaque or a handshake. It told me, and I hope it reminds each of you, regardless if you receive this award or not, that every single day you get to choose who you want to be and how you'll treat the people around you. I've learned so many things during high school, and I think the most important thing that I've witnessed, even throughout my life, is the impact that a person can make on someone else and how much your actions truly matter. When I was younger, I lived in Haiti during the aftermath of an earthquake and spent time in an orphanage after. During that time, I witnessed pain and displacement. I watched families torn apart and communities struggle to rebuild. And in those moments, when buildings crumbled and hope felt out of reach, I also saw people step up and lift each other up. Teachers sharing what little resources they had, neighbors opening their doors, friends offering a kind word when there wasn't much else to give. And that inspired me to want to be that person. Someone who was there to help or lend an ear to someone struggling, because I knew how much those acts impacted me. That experience gave me a perspective I'll never forget. It taught me that kindness isn't something you're born with. It's something that you choose again and again, every day. It taught me that real strength lies in encouraging others, even when things feel like they're falling apart for you. Winning this award shouldn't be about outshining someone else. It should be about recognizing the power you have every day to be trustworthy, helpful, and uplifting to others. You have the chance, and honestly the privilege, to make someone's day a little brighter each day and remind someone they're not alone. I want to congratulate this person for demonstrating these acts at such a young age.
Thank you, Claudel. Before I announce the winner of this year's award, I wanted to share with you all some of the things that the 8th grade students and staff had to say about this year's Axner Olsen recipient. Is a nice, responsible person, very hardworking, treats everyone with respect and kindness. The most kind person in the entire school, with 3 exclamation points on there. Always willing to help others. As you can see, this year's Axner Olsen awardee is very deserving of this award. Student is kind, respectful, and helpful to everyone around Legg. Doesn't matter who you are, this student will always have a kind word and or a helping hand for you. I can honestly say this student is beyond qualified to accept this award. This person didn't even vote for themselves. They voted for the other person. That's how awesome this person is. The staff and students of Legg Middle School are proud to select Henry Coyle as this year.
Someday. Yeah, 4 years from now. On behalf of the staff and students, we'd like to thank you for coming out tonight and celebrating these great achievements with our students. We're going to dismiss the students first, and we ask that you stay in the seats, please. And once the students are dismissed, then we can have you join them in the cafeteria. Thanks again for coming out tonight. We appreciate your support as always. Thank you.